Just a second. Also, Sterling on Anderson Cooper. It was
Train wreck come to mind?
Well, I mean, some would say, could we just play cut 339, please? Here he is on Magic Johnson.
What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Well, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South L.A.?
I think he has HIV. He doesn't actually have full-blown AIDS. But.
Well, what kind of a guy goes to every city, has sex with every girl, then he catches HIV? And is that someone we want to respect and tell our kids about? I think he should be ashamed of himself. I think he should go into the background. But what does he do for the black people? He doesn't do anything. You call up and say, well, he's opened
a lot of businesses in inner city neighborhoods.
The Jewish people have a company, and it's for people who want to borrow money and no interest. They want to give them a fishing pole. We want to help people. If they don't have the money, we'll loan it to you. You don't have interest, one day you'll pay us back. So I'm just telling you, he does nothing. It's all talk.
So you're saying that African Americans don't contribute to African American communities as much as Jewish people?
There's no African American. Never mind.
Oh man!
Oh, that was going to be an interesting statement right there.
Good.
There's no African American.
That could have put CNN back on the top. CNN executives are like, oh, come on, man.
Oh, he was headed down a road there.
Oh, he was.
Oh, my.
Oh, it was good. That was good. If we could have only listened. All we heard in his head is no African American, and then you just heard his attorney, do not, Donald, whatever you said, do not say things like that. That's all you heard in his head. We hang on. We have Donald Sterling on the phone with us now.
Oh, it's
Donald. Are you there?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, listen, I'm not racist. I was trying to communicate a very simple point.
Yes. Well.
So I was not. I don't talk about people.
What are you talking? You were just talking about.
Magic
about Magic Johnson.
He's one of those people.
He's a person.
I talk about ideas. And am I supposed to? Listen. I'm not racist.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about people.
Hello, Donald.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead. You're not racist, but
I was just generally saying things of a negative nature about all African Americans.
But you're not racist.
Okay, so you're not specifically. You're not specifically saying bad things about Magic Johnson, just all black people.
Is it my fault that Magic Johnson is the black? I'll say it. He's wonderful.
Okay.
He's great. Magic Johnson is fantastic.
Right.
Does he have those AIDS in him? Yes. Okay. He has AIDS in him. But am I supposed to be responsible for him being a black African American? No. I don't think so. I was making a very simple point about him and all black people, how they're all inferior. I mean...
Sounds like you were going to say that.
They're all inferior? Is that what you were going to say?
No, of course not. I was just saying that the white people are superior. No.
Donald, I think you should maybe go away. I don't think any of these interviews are helping you at all.
Oh, I think so. Listen, my players love me. They still love me.
Hold on just a second. Hold on. Please play cut 363. This is what he actually said last night with Anderson Cooper.
You don't think the players don't like you when the Clippers, when your team?
Why wouldn't they like me when I'm respectful and
when they reversed their jerseys and didn't wear the name and they wore black socks?
Well, if one does it, then the others have to do it.
You think it was just pressure?
Well, what do you think? Do you think they're all going to walk off the team? They're all going to, I mean, can any of us just stop working? We all have to work. We all have to earn a living. We all have bills. We may work for an employer we don't love. I contend that they love me.
You think they still love you?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
You believe the players of the Los Angeles Clippers love you?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
Donald, you think they still love you?
Absolutely. They absolutely do. They've been very, very kind. They've been sending me presents.
Have they?
And yes.
Like what?
Many of them, I believe, are clocks. I haven't opened, but they are.
And they are coming over to your house?
Oh, yes. They've been paying visits, largely in the middle of the night. But these people, they love me. And I have made a point over the years many times to deliver, to help people. This is what I do. I help people. And, you know, listen, has Magic Johnson ever helped a person?
Yeah, I think he probably. I think he probably. He has.
Anything other than sleep with thousands of people. My argument would be that he has not. I, on the other hand, am a classy individual and only sleep with teenagers. What has he done?
All right, Donald.
Thank you, Donald.
Donald,
we're all out of time.
Okay, we're going to go now. Thank you very much for your... It was wonderful and beautiful. It really was. This guy is not doing himself any favors at all.
He's not. I'm surprised he doesn't have anybody advising him, telling him.
Oh, he clearly does.
He's got people advising him?
Of course he does. Why do you think he stopped?
They're horrible people,
No,
man. He needs new people.
Would you please play cut 339 one more time and tell me this guy doesn't have any advisors?
What has he done? Can you tell me? Big Magic Johnson, what has he done?
Big Magic Johnson.
Well, yes, he's a business person.
He's got AIDS. Did he do any business? Did he help anybody in South L.A.?
Well, I think he has HIV. He doesn't actually have full-blown AIDS. But...
well, what kind of a guy goes to every city, has sex with every girl, then he catches HIV? And is that someone we want to respect and tell our kids about?
Okay, stop for just a second. Are we hearing the advice yet?
No.
Okay, keep going.
Ashamed of himself. I think he should go into the background. But what does he do for the black people? He doesn't do anything. You call up and say, well,
he's opened a lot of businesses in inner city neighborhoods.
The Jewish people have a company.
Okay, stop just a second. Are you hearing the?
Not yet. No, I'm still not getting
advisors?
It. No, not yet.
All right.
Not yet.
People who want to borrow money and no interest. They want to give them a fishing pole. We want to help people. If they don't have the money, we'll loan it to you. You don't have interest, one day you'll pay us back. So I'm just telling you, he does nothing. It's all talk.
So are you saying that African Americans don't contribute to African American communities as much as Jewish people?
There's no African American. Never mind.
Okay, now I'm hearing it. Okay. Now I'm hearing it.
All right, so he's got a whole bunch of advisors.
Whenever you get to no African Americans, stop yourself.
Shut up.
I heard it right there.
Okay, then.
A little more on Magic Johnson.
Here is a man who's, I don't know if I say this, he acts so holy.
Okay, stop. You just heard it again.
I don't know if I say this.
I don't know if I could say this.
Anytime you get to, I don't know if I can say this, don't say it.
This is what Stu, this is what happens on this program.
Yes.
I don't know if I should say this. Stu always jumps in. No,
don't say it.
Now, I used to listen to Stu, but after we became successful, I stopped listening to Stu.
Right.
I know that really doesn't work when it comes to logic, but I stopped listening to him. Now imagine you are Donald Sterling and you're worth billions of dollars.
Yeah.
He stopped listening to people in like 1947.
Long time ago.
Every girl in every city in America, and he had AIDS. And when he had those AIDS, I went to my synagogue and
he's actually trying to make a point here in which he's saying, when he was for him. In his tough time, I prayed for him, and I wanted him to be. And then when I'm in my tough time, magic doesn't help me.
Yeah.
Right. But
he says, unfortunately, he phrases it as when he had those AIDS.
Mm-hmm. Not good.
Not good.
I didn't criticize him. I could have. Is he an example for children? You know, because he has money, he's able to treat himself. But Magic Johnson is irrelevant in this thing. He didn't do anything harmful to anybody, and I respect him, and I admire everything that he does.
There's his
the advice. Yeah, tell people you respect him, you admire him.
Please don't go on, Anderson Cooper. Please don't go on. I got lots to say. I've got things that please don't do it, sir. This is not going to work out for you. Please, I got a lot of this. Magic Johnson done anything for black people?
No, don't.
Okay. No, don't say that.
Yeah, just say Magic Johnson's wonderful.
He's wonderful. He's a good
respect
man.
him. He's done a lot.
Respect him. Just leave it at that. I got things to say. Just say you respect him and leave it at that.
At one point he says, you know, look, I'll say it. I'll say it, but he's wonderful. Magic's wonderful. He says it like that, I'll say what they told me to say.
Because they told me to say it, I'm going to say it. Here it is. He's wonderful.
Do you have him saying that?
I think it might be in this clip, or
was it in the last one?
You know, I'd like to help even more if he would offer me an opportunity to help. I like to help minorities.
I like to help minority.
To help minority. I do like minority. Minorities gathered together become a majority, and I don't like it when they do that. But a minority I like.
What a disaster!
Oh, it's awful.
I don't know. I don't.
We're watching the implosion. I mean, here's one of the things. Look, in the old days, here's what would have happened. We'd laugh about this guy. We'd do what we're doing now, and the rest of the world would laugh along with us, and he would go off as some bumbling idiot. But that's not what's happening in today's world. This guy's going to lose everything, and possibly, they're talking now, generationally. You want to talk about, we don't hold the sins. This country is becoming so anti-biblical. Because remember, it is biblical that we get the idea that you're not held responsible for the sins of the father. That's biblical. So we are becoming so anti-biblical that we're now saying, and they really are saying, nobody in the family can enjoy any of his stuff. No one in the family. He can't give it to his son. He can't give it to his daughter. He can't give it to anybody else in his family.
Yeah, how can that be?
How can that be? It's wrong.
Well,
it's wrong. But that's what's going to happen. We're just not watching what used to happen was what's happening for the last 20 minutes. We just mock him and we would laugh. And
then he'd go away and he'd still own the team, or somebody in his family
Somebody in his family would, and it would all be over, and he'll eventually die in a couple of years. But that's not what this society is anymore. This society is out for blood. This guy's going to lose everything, and possibly generational.
Well, I mean, his wife, who didn't say anything, didn't have any controversial comments recorded, she owns 50% of the Clippers, and they're going to take it away from her. And her point was, look, if a billionaire owns a franchise and his crazy wife says something, would they ever take it away from the man?
No.
They would never do that. They would never take it away from the billionaire owner.
I think that's true.
And in this case, she, while she might not be the most, wonderful character in the world.
Do we even know?
I don't even know if she's not.
I don't even know if she's not.
The one thing, there is some video of her back in the day in one of their housing complexes they owned, in which she's going door to door and inspecting the apartments and posing as a health inspector on video.
Oh, dear
so
God.
She's had some, but still, I mean, this was decades ago.
These people are train wrecks.
They are, but what does she lose? Does she deserve to lose her half of the team because he said something stupid?
No.
I mean, that's insanity. They're not even, they're estranged. They're not even living in the same house. You get to this point where they said even the son doesn't deserve it. Now, this guy's going to make out with a lot of money, even if he is forced to sell. I mean, he's going to have a nice life.
It's going to be
sure.
hundreds of millions in profit, which is nice, but
strange situation here. I mean, she didn't do anything to start this controversy at all, and she's getting her entire half of the team stripped away from her.
Don't be surprised if you don't hear at some point that all of the money that they make should go back and be redistributed among the black community. Don't be surprised if you don't hear some politician say, you know what, this wealth, ill-gotten gain, or whatever they want to call it, take it away. And the really way to teach this family a lesson and to teach everybody a lesson is to take that wealth away and give it to the poor. You watch.
That wouldn't surprise me much.
It wouldn't surprise. In today's world.
Yeah.
Jeffy, surprised by that at all? Would you be surprised?
Not a chance.
Somebody will suggest it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I think not only suggest it, it will actually be contemplated, even if it's like, well, I don't know, maybe. No, let's not do that. Where that 5 years ago.
Where 5 years from now,
5 years,
it'll just be done.
It'll be done. And 5 years ago, people would have said, what are you nuts? Get out of here. Look at where we're headed. It's crazy. It's just crazy.